Hey guys, welcome to the Fandom Fusion podcast. I'm Lauren.
And I'm Lauren's dad.
We have a new guest today that has never been here before. I knew I wanted to get you on the podcast, but I was trying to find a good theme that we could talk about. So I'm going to ask you 10 questions today.
Okay.
They're going to be about just like games in general, but more specifically racing games,
Okay.
if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
And just consoles, just basically a bit of everything today.
Okay, that's fine.
Because my
I'm
dad
looking forward to it.
good. My dad's not like a big fan of like movie franchises or anything like that here, so
No.
I wanted to try and find something that we could both talk about. Right. First question. Do you prefer Xbox or PlayStation?
I'd have to be honest, I haven't had an awful lot of experience of the Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
I've played a few times with you, as you know.
Yeah.
Most of my playing has been on PlayStation, so I'd have to say I prefer PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically because I've not had the necessary experience of Xbox.
Do you think you'd give Xbox a go?
Certainly, yeah.
It's quite good, I have to be
Yep,
honest.
yep, yep.
I'm just saying my opinion here, but
Yeah.
I've played on both.
Well, obviously there are lots of
Majority PlayStation.
there are lots of games on each console.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of different games.
And obviously, there's a lot of games out there that are specific, like the Spider-Man games you can only get on PlayStation.
Yep.
So that's a big question in like the gaming community. Is like, which one do you prefer?
Yeah.
And I just think depends. Not really fussed.
Okay.
What was the first console you ever played games on, if you can remember?
It was the PlayStation 1.
Mm-hmm.
I can remember the PlayStation 1. It was a very when I look back, it was very basic graphics.
Yeah.
But it was good fun. It was good fun, and it gave you a chance to try out some of these games that normally you'd just probably go to Cleethorpes Slotties and play on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
chance to play at home.
When I grew up, it was mainly the PlayStation 3, so I missed like 2.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
What's your favourite genre of game to play?
Well, I'd have to say racing games.
Yeah.
There are some games that I've enjoyed, but to racing primarily.
Mm.
I like the sort of the excitement of feeling like I'm driving a car.
Mm.
Yeah,
And
or
also,
a motorbike for that matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as
Yeah.
well, we've got the steering wheel, haven't we?
Yeah. I've got a lot of
That's
interest
quite
in
fun.
motorsport, so it gives me the chance
You're
to
wearing
try
a
out the thing.
motorsport t-shirt.
I am indeed, yes. Peter Hickman, number 60 there. For those of you who don't know, it's from British Superbike.
Yeah, we're going a little bit off topic there, but it's okay.
Yep.
So you like racing?
Yep.
Is that the only genre? Because I know you play Tomb Raider quite a lot.
I do.
Action games?
Yeah, no, I'm generally when I play, it is a racing game. I don't have an awful lot of time to play, to be honest. So when I get the opportunity, I usually play racing games.
I think they're kind of ones that you can just take your mind off things and just play it.
Yep.
Can you remember what the first racing game was you played? Don't matter if you can't remember the name.
No, I can remember. It was Colin McRae Rally.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, Colin McRae Rally. I was a big fan of Colin McRae and rallying.
Mm-hmm.
I obviously have a quite keen hobby of photography, motorsport photography.
Yeah.
And rallying makes up a large part of that. And I used to follow and rallying all over the country.
I was going to say, you went a lot, didn't you?
Yeah. I used to follow the RAC rally in particular. I went for over 20 years. Every single day the rally was on, I went to go and watch it. Colin McRae was my big hero.
Oh, nice.
So the game Colin McRae was the obvious one to play on.
Do you think it's quite cool, almost like watching something in real life, like rallying, and then being able to play a game on it?
I think it is, yeah. It gives you the experience of what the drivers are experiencing. Yeah.
Would you ever want to buy, it's a bit off topic, but would you ever want to buy a VR for like racing games?
Possibly.
It
does worry me. It does worry me about whether you're feeling dizzy or something, because it's quite a disorientating sport when you're sliding the car around.
Good point.
Yeah.
I have used a VR before, and it does give you a bit of a headache.
Yeah.
I think it could be quite cool on racing games.
Yeah.
Do you prefer free roam driving games or timed racing games?
I have tried the free roam ones, but I prefer timed ones. The Isle of Man TT racing game, I've tried that one, and there are some sort of free roam tracks and options available to you. But I think I do prefer the timed or on circuit races. It's just basically doing what the racers do, trying to do it myself, enjoying that element of it.
Can't lie, I'm the opposite.
Right.
I prefer free roam because I've played like GTA and specifically Need for Speed Payback. That's one of my favorite racing games.
Yeah.
And you go round and you find the races to
Yep.
carry on the story. And personally, I prefer those. So
Yep.
Interesting that. Do you prefer rally or motorbike racing? If you could even pick.
I'd have to be honest and say I think rally games. I think that's because I've had experience, obviously a lot of experience of driving cars, and the rally games are very realistic, and you can actually feel like you're driving a car. Having never ridden a motorbike, I find the motorbikes quite difficult to control. But having said that, I do enjoy them.
Yeah.
I'm working hard on trying a lap of the Isle of Man TT course.
Yeah.
I've got most of the first sort of 2 or 3 miles, but it is an exceptionally long course.
Yeah, I remember you telling me
it's nearly 38
ages.
miles. It takes nearly 20 minutes for even a professional motorcyclist to go around.
That's crazy.
So for you to master it on PlayStation, it'd probably take hours and hours and hours.
Yeah.
But I think I do prefer rally games.
Yeah.
Yep.
But there are some out there like can't remember what it's called, but you can ride around Cadwell on it. And I think you can go in cars or motorbikes on that.
Yeah, there's Project Cars.
Sure. Yeah.
Project Cars is you can go around Cadwell on that one. Yeah. Lots of
I like that game. That one's fun. Can you remember the most recent racing game that you've played?
Well, it's a rally game. It's EA WRC Rally, which only came out a few months ago. I've not really had a lot of chance to play in it, but it's very, very realistic. Excellent graphics, and you definitely get the feel that you were driving a car when you're doing it. But I've yet to master it. I've not had a lot of time or opportunities to play it.
Do you think that since you started playing rallying games and up to now, like the graphics have had a big change? Do you feel?
Oh, definitely. I mean, going back to the original rally game, I said Colin McRae won, or Colin McRae Rally. The graphics were really very basic, very blocky.
Yeah.
Whereas nowadays it virtually feels like you're driving the car.
Yeah. The graphics are incredible. I mean, I've played not much of, but a little bit of the F1 game.
Yeah.
And I found that even just that, I mean, it's not that recent of a game, but it was really good.
Yeah.
Like the graphics were actually incredible.
I do enjoy the F1 games, I must be honest. That's probably the next game I'll be buying, the 2024 F1 game. Yeah.
Because I mean,
I'll be giving it a go.
That's different to like rallying games or motorbike games. It's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
Within those, you can have like the careers and then join the different teams and things like that. I feel like there's more to it.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah. I agree.
Do you have an all-time favorite game ever? It doesn't have to be rallying.
Well,
I'd
have to be honest. I'm going to say it's not a motorsport one. It's Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
I used to enjoy Tomb Raider when it first came out, and I still do. I think it's I think it's the best game ever been produced on PlayStation. So, and a lot of people play it and enjoy it.
I love Croft Manor.
Yeah.
Just love Tomb Raider, but that's another one that I find. I mean, playing on the PS3, and then more recently, like the PS4 specifically, like the changes in graphics for Tomb Raider were so significant. Like she looks like a different person.
Yes, yeah.
But I mean, it has to happen. They have to upgrade it. But I do like just going back to like the original.
Yeah.
Do you have an all-time favorite racing game?
Favorite racing game? It's quite a tricky one. That one. Gran Turismo. I quite enjoyed Gran Turismo, but again, I think I'd have to go back to rallying games. Probably Dirt Rally, the first Dirt Rally game that came out. It was another step in terms of graphics and realism from the games that I've had previously, and I do enjoy it. All the choices of rally stages and cars are all very interesting.
That's one thing I would say with like specifically rallying games. There's a lot of customization to it, like even down to the weather or the time of day that you're racing. And I do like them for that because you can really just make it unique on how you want to play the game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And I like games like that allow you to like pick your preferences or the specific controls, because I know that you prefer like X being the accelerator.
Yeah, yeah.
Whereas for me, it's like always been R2, L2 and the back ones.
I think the controls of the car very personal in terms of what buttons
100%.
you should use.
Yeah.
Or you feel you should use anyway.
So, what's your favourite course to drive around on your games?
I'd have to say my favourite course is Cadwell Park.
Yeah.
But obviously that's because I know Cadwell Park very well. I've been going there years and years.
Yeah.
And only 20 miles down the road, and it's like something I've always wanted to do is drive around Cadwell. I had the opportunity to do it, fortunately, a couple of years ago, but it gives you a chance to learn the course. It gave me a chance to learn the course.
I like that one because I played that course, the Cadwell course, with the steering wheel.
Yep.
And that was really fun, obviously, like being a spectator and then also being like the back of yours and mum's car when you went round. I liked actually being able to drive like round it. Obviously, it wasn't properly driving round it, but just like you said before, like seeing the course from the racer's point of view.
Yeah.
Even in a car and in a motorbike.
Yeah. I mean, Cadwell is a very nice place to go and watch and take photographs, which I do. But it is to drive it is really entertaining.
Yeah.
It's lots of people, not just me, but racers enjoy going around Cadwell. It's a unique experience.
I was going to say, I feel like it's quite a varied track.
Yeah.
In terms of, like, it has the mountain, but it has like wider areas and like different like types of corners and things like that.
Yeah.
That's why
it is
I
a
enjoy
unique course. I mean, it's not like a designed course for Formula One. It's one that's just been built up over the years and added to.
I mean, when I first went, what was I, like 9, 10-ish?
Yeah.
I said to my dad that I thought it was going to be flat because the only racing courses I've ever seen in my entire life was like F1. So I was expecting to go there and it would be like a really flat track, but like quite long, and it just really wasn't, was it?
No.
We pulled up and I was like, oh.
Very hilly and very narrow with lots of bends.
It's a good course.
Yes.
Right, well, thank you very, very much for coming on the podcast. Do you think you'd do it again?
I think I probably would. Yeah, I've quite enjoyed it. Thank you.
I have to think of a different...
Just get the right subject and hopefully I'll be able to talk about it.
Well, thank you very much for coming on.
Okay, no worries.
Right, well, make sure to like, comment and subscribe, please. And I'll be posting on my Instagram and TikTok a little bit of a roundup of what we talked about today. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Bye.
Bye.